Hello! Hi, everybody! Hello! Oh, God, my calibration's off. I'm not looking to the left, I promise. Hang on. There we go. Hi! Hello! Hi! Welcome to the crime. How goes the Sonic Rider Zing? Well, we have not started yet. However, I will say, as of late, in my day-to-day life, in my day-to-day goings-on in my life, it's going pretty good. I got back into third place recently, which is pretty heckin' great. My run got approved today, so I posted a screenshot on twitter.com. Let me see if I can pull it up. Yeah. All right, check this shit out. Oh, thank you, Alice J, for the follow. Thank you so much. Let me get that freaking window capture. Do I not have it? Where's my window capture? Who took my window capture? Who was it? Bam. Bam. Wham, bam. There we go, fam. I'm literally gonna crop this entire window except for the top three. Ba-bam. Ba-bam. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that spicy shit. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. 14 minutes, 51 seconds. And it's only going to get faster, I think, probably, hopefully. I mean, it's going to get slower because we're just starting out for the first time today, but it's going to get faster, like, as a whole. So there's a lot of things I can do to save time. So, like, I kind of got my work cut out for me. I have been just slowly working on doing better and better. But there is, like, how do I put this? It's like, the more technical you get, the longer it takes to like optimize everything. And my run is definitely not like super optimized right now. Like I'm still playing it like a racing game while other people are playing it like I don't even know. They're just fucking they start at the beginning of the game and then they end up at the finish line with zero hesitation or scrunglising in between. And eventually, I want to get to that point where I could just kind of fucking like go through it and do my best and try to get like crazy high times like Aiden and Smash. But of course, that's going to take a ton of practice. I think that the sum of my best segments is 1439. So I think that grinding past second place right now is going to be like a huge uphill battle, you know? You guys ever been playing casually? I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that at all. I guess playing it like a racing game probably wasn't the correct wording. I probably should have worded it differently. Because what I mean is like I know like a lot of the speedrun tricks and everything. But I don't know, like I'm not optimized, I guess. I guess that's just all I'm trying to say is like a lot of these people when they speedrun Sonic Riders, you could see they're like not turning too much. They're just like going bam, 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 we're done. Whereas I'm getting there. I'm getting there slowly but surely. There's a few maps where it's like my run is like a little bit better than on other ones, but like all in all, I'm not quite at the level that these folks are at. So I kind of want to pull up my last speedrun and sort of look at it with y'all. Let's do that. I'm down here now. Hello. Thank you, Tave the Neon Echo, for the follow. Thank you. All right, let's see. Speedrun.com. Speedrun.com. Ba. Yeah. Ba, yeah. It's actually... Okay, hang on. I gotta get this up. Window capture 3 apparently is where it's at. Bop. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay. So there's a lot of fun crazy shit in this one. So it kind of this is not the run. This is like before the run. I think this is like part of the real run. But as you can see, Metal City hasn't been a problem for me for a little while at this point. But there's definitely some time I could shave off here. Um, I I feel like this one, most of the stuff I got down, but I know that there's like some strategies that actually Luda YOLO in the chat has laid out for me very kindly that I actually haven't fully implemented yet, because honestly, most of this has been about like shaking the rust off because it's been such a long time since I've speedrunned. Hi, how are you today? I'm great. Let me sip of that water. Hang on. Yeah, I've been doing the right tunnel on the first lap because I feel like it's the easiest to predict, and then everything else is like it's like not the same. But I feel like the first right tunnel is always the same, no matter what. I feel like it gets weird after that, but the first tunnel is always exactly the same. But yeah, there's some cool tricks that I was taught that I have not yet implemented, and we might work on that today. I kind of like, I don't know how much I enjoy going into the nitty gritty bits of speedrunning when I'm on stream. I kind of just like showing off. I kind of just like, I enjoy getting into it, and I kind of just like getting to the point, you know. So that's probably what we're gonna focus on today, is just doing some good runs. Mostly the practice is gonna be about like optimizing the fundamentals I have now. I held this jump for way too long. That's like, I lost like a couple seconds on that. Sometimes I get really anxious about this jump because it's so easy to fuck up. And yeah, there's just there's a lot going on in Splash Canyon, as always. And same deal with this one. There's a lot of cool tricks that I haven't really like had the time to practice yet. But my run is a little bit different than usual. I think it's just a little bit different than it used to be. And of course, this is the no ultras category, so I'm not doing the crazy skip. Have y'all seen the wacky crazy skip? Because I kind of want to show that off, actually. It's like one of my favorite things that I've ever, because no, the no ultra category is like the one I prefer to be in. But the no lap respawn glitch category, where you can do like these huge crazy skips, I kind of love it, actually. I kind of love it. So I'm gonna click on this and click on this. I want to show y'all. Okay, so here, take a look at this. I don't get a chance to do this in my category, but look at this. Look how crazy this is. I love it. You just fly through the whole map. And then you're already at lap 2. And look at this. Look at this. And then you just do it. You do that 3 times, and then you get like a crazy good time on Splash Canyon, which is epic. I don't don't know why I wasn't boosting more. I'm like watching this and I'm like, what the fuck? I guess you do need to use a lot of air though to pull this part off. I guess not so much that, but you do gotta do a tornado. Yeah, so that's something that I did in that category. That I don't ever play that category, but I'm looking at my times in it, and I'm like, if I just did that again, maybe, you know what? How wacky would it be if we did, how wacky would it be if we did a little run in this category? How wacky would that be? Maybe we should do that. I'm only in 7th place in this category. If we go to the leaderboards, hang on. Yeah, I'm in 7th in this category. So, I mean, it's not my main category, but it would be fun just because I like doing the wacky stuff. But we could try that out. We could try that out. We'll see what happens. It's been kind of a long time since I've done anything like that, so I will consider the consideration. Maybe we'll give it like a quick trial by like trying out the map and seeing if we can get it done consistently. And if so, we could maybe try to do a run like that. But if not, we can just move on. Then we got Egg Factory. Egg Factory tends to be like the run killer for me, just because like, I don't know, I'll get very comfortable in the first 2 laps, and then in the 3rd lap you catch up to everybody and you start punching all the enemy robots, which slows you down a ton. And then you also, like, if you get too comfortable, you'll most likely like fly off the edge and land in the lava, which is something that happened to me quite a few times in practicing to get this run. So it's certainly not easy. It's worth it to get a good time, but it's not easy to do at all. But yeah, it's just it's good stuff. It's good stuff. So yeah, my egg factory has been improving. This is one of the better egg factories I have. And then I believe on Green Cave I actually PB'd. So you may notice that this one's like a little bit different than my normal Green Cave strategy. If you're familiar with my speedruns, maybe you are, maybe you aren't. I don't give a frick. So you do one of these, but then instead of going on the flight ramp like you usually do, you do like a cool trick off of this, and you land on this track down below, and then bam, you get 100 rings, and you're just like already moving. You're already schmoving, and it takes no time at all. You go ahead and hop through that ring. I love Green Cave because it's so fast. You could just like skip through everything. It's so easy. It's like taking speed runs from a baby, which is fine by me. And then you just fall down, do it all again. Yeah, it's pretty consistent. It's like the same on every single lap. The only thing that I haven't done is like consistently figure out how to like land facing the right direction after doing that trick. Because sometimes it'll face you backwards and it's not random. There's like a certain way you have to do it. It's just, it's kind of difficult in the moment to get that down. So yeah, you could do your funny little jumps, get over there, and then final lap is more of the same. I'm going to skip ahead just a teeny bit. I think I ran into somebody, so I didn't get to jump through the hoops. So that actually, this is my PB, but the time could be optimized. Like, definitely a ton. You think I'll discover the skip? Yeah, so that was the magenta like numbers on the right. That's like what my gold splits look like. So yeah, it's pretty decent. It's pretty decent. And next we have Sand Ruins, which this was actually a big time loss for me, and I don't know why, because I think that the last run I did, Sand Ruins was kind of botched, and I felt like I was doing okay. But I think some of the strategies I've been using have been like better for your air consumption, but slower overall. And I think that kind of fucked with me. I didn't really know what to do because I see like faster speedrunners do it, and I assumed that I could pull it off as well. But then like trying to go through it and trying to hit those like not shortcuts, but the things that give you more air to work with. They set me behind so much. They set me behind so much. So I ended up losing like 4 seconds. Like this could have been like my first sub 1450 run. Like I could have gotten in the 40 something seconds range, but it's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. People go fucking crazy on Sand Ruins. I don't have it yet. But I'm doing my best. Yeah, see, I did one of these, which I think it does take a while. And then getting up this slope takes some time too, just compared to the top path. I'm sure there's other things that contributed to the slow time, but like that's the main thing that I did differently. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just doing my best. The airbox is sick. Yeah, I've been getting a little bit better at landing those. It's not easy, but gotta do what you gotta do. I didn't get the third dash boost or whatever it's called, unfortunately. And then we go, grab another airbox, do a little flip. And we're pretty much done with Sand Ruins here. I should have boosted there, but I wasn't feeling super confident in that. You know, I think I had like a lot of really bad runs while practicing this one, so I was kind of just like, you know what? If we get through Sand Ruins in one piece, it's fine. So yeah, this is our Sand Ruins. You can already see we're kind of losing time here. We lost 3.8 seconds. Which is actually the same amount of time that we saved on Green Cave. So all that cool progress with the purple split actually kind of went backwards after that. And then we have Babylon Garden, which I fucked up that. That was actually something really cool that I wanted to show off that I learned how to do, courtesy of Ludiolo. But it is not my most consistent funny little jump, but most of the Babylon Garden stuff I've actually gotten down pretty good. The only thing is like air management. I'm still like working on, I think. And there are some shortcuts where I just gotta get a little bit better at like dodging the obstacles. But overall, I would say that my Babylon Garden is mostly like improved pretty good. I can't remember. I don't think I gained time here, but I don't think I lost time too badly. I think this was kind of like a middle of the road Babylon Garden run. So we keep going. Get that funny little trick. And then here's what's new. Is now I'm going through here and then taking this sort of alternate path and then going through this power door and then sort of boosting and then using the slide. But of course, I didn't have enough air, as you could see, like I was talking about. My air management kind of fucked me right there. Power path 2 is after slow because no air. Yeah, I kind of noticed that. I was thinking maybe I would go back to just like take the first power path and then just go on the regular path for the rest of it. Because honestly, it doesn't seem to save much time, and I don't know if it's super conducive to keeping the run alive, keeping the dreams coming true. So yeah, and then in this case, I think I might have skipped the power path on this one, which is why I didn't PB on this map. I skipped the power path because I was running low on air and I didn't think I'd be able to make it through in one piece without doing the grind. So I did fuck that over a little bit, but then I went back in here and then oh no, maybe this was not a good Babylon Garden actually. I'd be surprised if I lost a ton of time still, but like it's not my best work. Not my best work. If you do the first one then take the loop, it's very easy, 236 or better. Yeah. I'm gonna go for that then. That seems to be the way to do it. Kind of had too wide of a swing out there. But overall, as long as you miss the dash pads, I think it's forgivable. Do a little turn. And this is the end of the run. This is where I was like, oh my God, it's happening. Oh my God, it's happening. Bam. Oh, you said 2:36 easy? Because that's like 10 seconds off my time if I can do that. 2:46, I can make it up to 2:36. Yeah, this is pre-recorded. We're just watching my most recent run. But that is oh yeah, no, look, I didn't lose any time at all on that. But I could have saved time. So yeah, that is my most recent run. It's 14:51, which is where I'm at currently on the Sonic Riders leaderboard under the no ultra category. In third place, which is really exciting. It's really, really exciting. So we're gonna try some runs today, see what we can do. Maybe practice some of the stuff that we're not as good at, which in my case is mostly sand ruins, if I'm being honest. Because fuck sand ruins. And drink more water. Oh, and a sippy water redeem. You know what? Let's do it again. If you take 2 tricks on the turbulence. I was conflicted about that. I was wondering how much time that saves, or if it would lose time if I did it. So I wasn't super prepared. So I didn't do it. But if you say so, I'll try it out. How about we start with like practicing Babylon Garden? Because I feel like that one wouldn't be too hard to like take some time off with. Where am I? Pop, there I am. Oh my gosh, I'm too big for the screen. Pop, 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 pop. Who the fuck is hashtag Dollop Days? Get her shit out of my face. Get this out of here. What is this, a hashtag? Oh, that's still important. We'll put it right here. Hashtag Dollop Days. That's a me. Dollop Days. Speaking of hashtags Dollop in Fortnite, I like the way you think. I like the way you think, absolutely. All right, so I kind of fucked around with the audio on accident before the stream, so let's see how this sounds. If it's too loud, I'm sorry. Oh, that's not bad at all. I think that's perfect. I think that's like a perfect volume, right? Is that good? Either way, let's get into it. Let's get into it. I want to play. I want to play Sonic Riders before I die. All right, so we're gonna aim to just get like a really juicy fucking time on Babylon Garden. So we'll see what happens. All right, we're gonna go time attack. Oh shit, wait, I gotta go to my main file because I don't have Babylon Garden unlocked. I'm a fool. I'm a freaking fool. It's still so crazy that Dollop in Fortnite was fucking trending on Twitter. Once I get my my partnership with Epic reinstated, I'm gonna talk to them about the possibility and plausibility of getting that bag. I mean the possibility of getting Dollop in Fortnite specifically. All right, let's go to Babylon Garden. All right, so when you're playing through Babylon Garden in the story mode, Sonic gets a new skateboard called the Blue Star 2, and so that's what we'll be using today. I'm not warmed up at all, also, so this might be a little scuffed to start out. Oh, look, my ghost is already ahead of me. Fuck! Oh no! Ah! You know, I'm just gonna go ahead and retry. I'm gonna go ahead and retry. Yeah, the one time we don't want to jump into the power path is the time I do it completely on accident. These are not great starts, but that's okay. Maybe I should just focus on the other shit first, but also I want to get this down. Oh no, I jumped too far. Okay, I just want to say this power path shit, I've never done this before in my life. This has never been a consistent mistake for me, so I'm kind of shocked right now. I hope I just do that now for the rest of the time, and that's like the mistake that I make. All right, not the right type of boost, but I'll take it. I'll take it, you know? I'll take what I can get. That's pretty good. Oh, I'm stuck. I can't move. I can't move. Started doing the QTE a little early, but doesn't matter. It doesn't detract in any way. You know about A-tapping on turbulent stuff? Of course I do, but just so I know you know, maybe you should explain it to me. Just so I know that you know what it is. Okay, not bad. Shit. Oh, you know what? That is pretty fucking fast. You can tap A to do a twirl. I do love that shit. I was too busy reading chat, and I missed the fact that I was supposed to avoid the dash pad. But it's okay, because audience interaction is much more important than getting good times on Sonic Riders. What's important is that everyone in chat feels welcome and has a nice cup of water with their stream to pair nicely with the Sonic Riders vibes tonight. Oh no, my air's gone. Here we go! Spawns a trick arrow. I didn't know that. That 5392 is not maybe my best work, but that's okay. Okay, still not better than my normal times, unfortunately. Let's take it again. Let's take it one more time. Let's take it one more time. That's what the point of practice is, right? Okay, here we go. I didn't spawn any trick arrows, but I did do the funny little flips. No! That is just unfortunate. They show up on lap 2 and 3. Oh, I mean, I knew about that. I figured that they showed up automatically. I didn't know what pressing A on the thing had to do with it. I need to get used to doing a proper, like, dash boost once I get down from there.
That was all part of my plan.
That was shocking. Oh my god, yeah, I get it because there was electricity and he got electrocuted. It was shocking because he... Juicy. Okay, sick. Dang, I didn't get the X. Oh no! Oh. I got a concussion. Chat, I got a concussion, I don't know. Oh, fuck, that was bad. That was bad. Ignore that.
Baba Booey.
Yeah, I'm kind of noticing that if you don't get your air back with the X trick, it doesn't really put you in a good place. Call it the Baba Booey skip. I'm gonna call it the hashtag dollop in Fortnite skip. But thanks for the suggestion. Trust me, I know what to call a skip if I find one. It's gonna be the hashtag put dollop in Fortnite. There we go. Still not good. Still not good.
Here we go.
That was a hashtag. That was a flawless hashtag dollop in Fortnite. I can't believe the streamer pulled that off. Sick. Let's fucking go! Excuse me, Sonic Hedgehog, I got places to be. And you're a ghost. You're not even real. You're a figment of my imagination. Come with me, and you'll see a world of your imagination. Four cats in a trench coat, thank you so much. I'll take it. I'll take it, I don't care. I have so much less air. Fuck.
And I made a big fucking mistake.
Thank you very Gay Volley for the sub. Oh my god, there's a hype train close. I do like hype and trains. New category called dollop, hashtag no dollop in Fortnite skip. I like the idea that it's that busted. Like, it's so busted of a skip that, like, you have to say that specifically. You have to make its own category. I just, like, put the brakes on. You know what? I'm good on Babylon Garden for now. It's kind of grinding the gears. Monument Island, thank you so much for the Giphy subby. That's a hype train. Thank you so much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right, we're just gonna go for it. We're just gonna go for it. We gotta get out of this though. Game data. What if we just do a run? What if we go insane and we just do a run? Just right off the bat. Right off the bat, new PB. Watch this. Watch this new PB right here, right now. Silly Emily, thank you so much for the follow
Or subscription, oh my god. Oh my god, what am I even saying?
Kind of a wacky start, but I'll take it. Nope. Okay, that might not have been a new PB. Flawless Rain, thank you so much for the Primmy subby. Already a full run? A full run, no resets? Sure, let's do it. I'm in. I shouldn't have agreed to that, I'm noticing. That was way too wide of a turn, but you know what? No resets. No resets.
That's what Sonic Riders is built on. Never resetting. Eat or spaghetti.
That's actually the Sonic Riders motto. I didn't learn how to, hey Ludiolo, I didn't learn how to do the cool grind rail thing yet. I'm sorry. I'm so fucking sorry. Just cancel me now. Just cancel me now. You showed me how to do it and I didn't do it.
Joe Peppy! I can't believe Joe Peppy's here!
Oh my god. Can we get a fucking pog in chat for Joe Peppy? Joe Peppy, Peppy of the Joe Peppy. I just straight up missed the grind rail. No resets! No resets! Give me air. Oh no! No! Oh my god, I like instinctually, like pause just to end it. Alright, not bad. We're only 7.7 seconds behind. Just like no warm-up, just jumping right in. I'd say this is a winner. Accidentally pressed A instead of square. I mean X instead of square. Hello? I've made the first hybrid PlayStation and Xbox controller. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't emotionally do it. Oh wait, we were gonna do the I wanna practice the Splash Canyon skip. Sorry, my ADHD is full throttle right now. Oh my god. Oh my god. Gamers, what happened to Doll of Days? What happened to her in the time she was away? She hasn't speedran this game in at least 2 days. What happened in that short amount of time? Oh no! I forgot how to do it. It's like riding a bike. Once you learn how, you never forget until you do. Forget. That is what they say. We're not gonna talk about that one. Tell us what happened! Sonic Riders! Oh, so slow. Okay, well that's a faster setup, so you know what? Take the good with the bad. Oh, my muscle memories aren't waking up. My muscle memories, they're asleep. They're asleep right now. They're asleep at the wheel. For a while, Splash Canyon was, like, actually my best map.
I've fallen so far from grace!
There we go. Hey. That's fine. I forgot to pause. We're taking it slow. Motto of Sonic Riders. Okay. I think this is the one, chat. I could feel it in my sturdy little bones. Oh, you know what? I remember what the problem is. The problem is that when I'm braking, I'm holding a direction. And that is how you... that's how you slide instead of brake. It's all good, chat. It's all good. I have just woken up from a 25-hour nap. Calcium confirmed? Yeah, I had milk today. And you may be wondering, aren't you lactose intolerant? Don't worry about it, okay? It was lactose-free milk. It was ultra-pasteurized or whatever the fuck. I don't understand what that means or how they do that, but they take the lactose out of the milk. They say, this milk, we're taking the lactose right out of it. They put their hand in it and they grab the lactose and they put it out. Ooh, well, great technique, just not at the right angle. Oh my god, how did I keep going for that long? I guess I was just too fast! Aren't you, Alexis? That's none of your damn business. If I want to get an upset tummy, that's between me and God. You know that? Sometimes you just want an upset tummy, and that's fine. Who can deny you? Who can deny you the upset tummy you deserve? I haven't run this category in 9 fucking years. I just had to get that out of my system. I'm ready to go now. This is the one. This is the one, chat. This is the one. Alright, you know what? I don't know if I can boost when I land. I think that boosting when I land is the reason it's getting all fucked up. I think this is what I have to do. I'll get a speed boost from doing a little trick. Or I didn't do a trick. Oh well. Here we go. Here we go. Damn. I haven't done this in years, but I have a vague memory. The Splash Canyon skip, it's harder than I remember. Although it wasn't easy to learn in the first place. I was just very motivated at the time, so it didn't take me that long. But now I'm not, like... I think the newness of the Ultra skip is kind of lost on me, so... Now I gotta... Okay. It's a lot more complicated than you remember. It is! No, it's a complicated game. Maybe, I don't know if complicated is the right word per se. It's just very, like... It's got a lot of, like, hidden skills you could do if you, like... You know, all the crazy strats. Although, of course, this isn't something you would see in normal gameplay. This is fucked up shit that you're not allowed to do in a tournament. Okay. We set it up. No! It's okay. It's okay. Oh no, now I'm only level 1, actually. This isn't okay. Complex. There's just a lot. There's a lot. Yeah. I really got off track there. Oh my god. I did the Splash Canyon skip and my mom took away my controller for a month. That's so sad. Did you ever get it back? Is the month up yet? Okay. Alright, this is the one. This is the one every told me. This is it. Check this out. What's over here? I wanted to see if there was anything over there. Oops, I quit instead of retrying. other people here. I fucked up. This isn't Time Attack. I know what Time Attack looks like, and it ain't this.
Baba Booey!
What if it's like one of those, like, do you know when people do those fucking, like, fucked up, like, what if straight people were the ones that got bullied for their sexuality and gay people were normal? What if they did that, but it was like speedrunners? It's like, oh, what if gay people what if gay people were like the majority and then the speedrunners are the ones who are oppressed? What if? Imagine a world. Step into the Twilight Zone with me, why don't you? Stop just a little bit too early. What if gay people were speedrunners? And they were persecuted for being so. Oh, that was like a perfect start time, only for me to accidentally pause instead of boost. It's because of my controller setup, you see. The circle button is my... the circle button is my boost, and the square button is my pause. Because you need easy access to the pause button in order to do this fun little trick. Dermatologists hate her for this one little Sonic Riders trick she knows. You know, you don't really see those ads anymore. Do y'all remember that? There's like, oh, dermatologists hate this woman. They hate her. They want her dead. They want her dead. They put out a bounty on her head. $8 million to the person who discovers the full name and address of the woman who discovered this one little trick. Okay, here it is. This is it. It's just gonna happen this time. Alright. We set up. Oh my fucking god. What was that? Wait, what was that one thing? What was the like alternate sexual archetypes thing? All right, I was thinking about why so many in the radical left participate in, quotes, speed running. The reason is the left's lack of work ethic. Go fast rather than do it right. And in a Petersonian sense, to elevate alternative sexual archetypes in the marketplace. Fastest Mario. Fuck. Petersonian is... That becomes like funnier and funnier the more Jordan Peterson gets removed from reality as a human being. Like he uploaded that video where he was like, your move, woke moralists. He uploaded that video and like annihilated any shred of credibility that any of his supporters have ever had. Like, it's gone. What are they gonna do now? How are they gonna argue? How are they gonna win arguments over the internet when their philosophy is from the woke moralists guy? It's over. They can't do it. It's the same person. Not the same person who made the speedrunning tweet, but Petersonian is referring to the philosophies of Jordan Peterson, which are bad and stupid and dumb. All these fucking internet philosophers forgot about the most important philosophy of all. Why don't you not be a dickhead? Alright, this is the weirdest angle possible, but I think it's gonna work. Oh, okay. Hey! I'm not gonna make it, but like this is still like a step in the right direction. Whee! I actually, here's the thing. I'm gonna say something fucked up. Philosophy is a really, really fun thing. Philosophy is, like, awesome. I love philosophy so fucking much. I was in a few... It wasn't my major, but it almost was. I loved philosophy in college, and I took quite a few classes on it. And it's good. It's good shit. And in philosophy classes, you kind of learn, like, who the online philosophers, like, are, just, like, as people. Because, like, when you get good at philosophy, this is a real thing, right? This is, like, a real phenomenon. When you start to understand, like, what arguments are and how to, like, break them down mathematically and stuff and, like, shit with, like, logic and truth tables, like, that fucking shit, you become very good at winning arguments. However, the problem is that philosophy students, or people who have taken Philosophy 101 and then, like, moved on with their lives, often get the part about learning to be a little bit better at arguments and assume that means, oh my god, so I'm just always right. Instead of actually, like, philosophy is supposed to be about searching for, like, truth and using techniques like this to just sort of discover, like, what you're missing from your perspective or what other people are missing from their perspective, and try to fill in those gaps and learn more about people and the universe and everything. Literally everything. Like, philosophy can be applied to so many things. But people get good at arguing and they're like, okay, this is who I am now, and it also means that I am correct forever because nobody can prove me wrong. Which is hilarious because so much of, like, modern internet philosophy, Redditor philosophy, I guess you could call it, is based on, like, you can't prove me wrong, therefore I am correct. But, like, they lift no fingers to prove themselves right. It's just about making their argumentative partner look stupid. They just want the people they're arguing with to look dumb, and that's how they win arguments. Ooh, oh, I thought that would clear. I was positive that would clear. Oops. Oh my god.
I accidentally braked!
That's fine. We're taking it casually. We're just trying to get it done. You know? We're trying to prove we could still do it. I fucked it up. Yeah, I've seen the one in the Babylon story. I assume it's a little... Is it harder than this one? I know most of to me, it looks like most of the stuff in the Babylon story is harder than the Heroes story, but I don't know. I just like the Heroes story because it's the easiest one to get to, and I don't have to fuck with my save file all the time to reset. I can just delete it and start over. Night Chase and Babylon Guardian. Yeah, those don't seem like they would be fun. Night Chase particularly has always been like one of my least favorite maps in the game. My brain is fucking melting. Something just like on philosophy stuff, there's something I want to talk about, okay? And this is something that, like, I've wanted to say something about it for a while, but it makes me really fucking mad, and I didn't want to get, like, too heated, publicly, I guess. But, you know what? I'm gonna fucking talk about it, just because, like, I think I'm far enough removed from seeing anybody actually promoting this for it to, like, get to me or get under my skin, but it's still just like, what the fuck? So there's been a prevailing, like, piece of content that I've seen all over fucking, like, TikTok and sometimes Twitter, where it's like, oh, you know, the only thing that you can prove is real is yourself, so there's no proof that you're not in a simulation, so you could do whatever you want and it doesn't matter because you might be in a simulation, and shit like that. And they're kidding, mostly. Some people are kidding. Most people are kidding, I hope. But that's an actual school of philosophy. It's called solipsism, okay? So solipsism is the idea of like, you can't prove that anything outside of yourself. Oh, by the way, I guess, like, content warning for, like, unreality. We're kind of discussing it from an outside perspective, but if that bothers you, you might want to, like, tune out. We're not, like, actually delving into it. We're just, like, talking about it. And also talking about, like, where modern philosophy lands with solipsism. So, like Cartesian solipsism. Cartesian is referring to Rene Descartes, who some of you may know from his famous quote, "I think, therefore I am." And we'll talk about what that means in a fucking second, because right now I want to talk about solipsism and what it's all about. So, it's this idea that you can't prove that anything exists, not even your own body. Anything could be, like, just like a mad scientist has like an omnipotent mad scientist has your brain and is poking it with weird wires and technologies to make you think that there is a reality around you and people around you and a body to inhabit your mind and blah blah blah. Like the Matrix. There's no way to prove that things around you, your observations, your sights, etc., are real. And Rene Descartes was like, ah, fuck. That fucking sucks. I don't know about this one, folks. I'm just gonna go back to running because this is not panning out very quickly. And I'm one of those people. Here's the thing. This is something crazy about me. I love instant gratification. I know that's so weird and abnormal. So eventually he landed on the idea of I think, therefore I am, which essentially means that, like, because he is thinking, he can prove that at the very least he exists to observe the things around him. He cannot prove that anything exists except for himself. He can't prove that his, like, thoughts aren't being influenced, but he can prove that because he is thinking, his mind exists and he exists, even if nothing can be proven, even his own mortal body, right? So that's Cartesian solipsism. Now, people have taken this theory and sort of ran with it online, and there's content surrounding it. I've seen people, like, on TikTok, like, go to colleges with a sign that says, like, I'm the only real person that exists, prove me wrong. And then, like, they just, like, spend the entire time, like, people will be like, they'll be like, oh, well, what if I do something crazy or say something crazy to prove that you're not in the simulation? And he's like, well, that doesn't prove anything, blah, 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 because it's an improvable theory. You cannot prove that other people exist outside yourself. But you also can't prove that you're the only person that exists. So it's kind of a pointless argument. And I believe there was a lot of disdain for Descartes' theories even then. But modern philosophy doesn't really explore that notion generally. And even back then, people were like, okay, all right, if we want to get anywhere with philosophy and discovering the truth, though, we have to at least assume that, like, our surroundings are real. Like yeah, it's not provably wrong, but it's also not provably right. And by sitting here and being like, do we exist? Does anyone exist? Only my mind exists. Only my mind is the thing I can prove is real. You're not getting yourself anywhere. You're literally doing nothing. You're saying nothing and doing nothing. And it's not like a school of thought that gets you anywhere. So even, like, not even modern philosophers, just like people who lived in the same era as Descartes that were like philosophers and studying this kind of shit, were like, okay, but if we want to like study anything and get anything fucking done or do anything at all, we need to assume that we exist. We need to presuppose that things are real. Like, the physical world is like a physical thing that actually happens in front of us, observably. Which is kind of funny. It's kind of funny in a way because, like, there are people who, like, are now, like, taking this and making it their, like, prevailing ideology of, like, you're all, like, NPCs, none of you are real, blah, 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 none of you are actually, like, doing anything, you know, my mind is the only one that exists, blah, 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 I'm the only person capable of sentient thought. But, like, any philosopher, any actual philosopher, anybody who studied philosophy for more than, like, 25 minutes in their life would be like, you're a fucking idiot, shut up. Like, I don't know. It's like silly shit, right? Like, it doesn't actually, like, affect anyone, but it makes me so mad when I see shit like that on Twitter because it kind of lines up with this, like, sort of, like, denial of empathy that has been kind of prevalent online these days, where it's like people are, like, they think that they're smart because they deny other people humanity and, like, empathy and everything like that. It's just like, it's an extension of that. Like, you can't tell me that they're not related. Like, you can't tell me that, like, that ideology isn't popular because it's also popular to pretend that everyone else is lesser than you at the moment, especially in, like, right-wing spaces. I mean, like, it just, like, literally, like, the NPC thing that the right was clinging to for such a long time. Like, that's just, it's more of that. It's just more of that. It's rebranded to sound semi-educational. But it's solipsism as a school of thought, and it's not productive. Like, it's technically a form of philosophy, but it's not doing anything for anybody. Did my controller disconnect? My controller disconnected. Technically, oh, I mean, like, yeah, technically everybody other than you is an NPC in the way that, like, PC refers to player character. So you are yourself and nobody else is yourself. So in that sense, sure, everyone's an NPC. But that's a weird way of phrasing, like, that you don't experience other people's sentient thoughts. You do experience your own. Either way, though. Either way. My fucking mouse is on the screen. I can't believe this. They would never take this run if they saw that. You know, I think I might be, like, a little out of it right now. I don't know why. I don't feel out of it. Like, I feel fine. I feel perfectly, like, of my mind and capable. But, like, my brain isn't letting me get do Sonic Riders tricks. I think my hand-eye coordination's a little fucked up right now. And that's not to say that, like, exploring Cartesian solipsism is dumb, because in my opinion, there is nothing wrong with using any school of philosophy or anything to broaden your horizons and expand the way you think about the world. I think there's no wrong way to do that. So, like, I think that, like, if you want to, like, get into that and you want to, like, explore it, do it. It's cool. It's cool stuff. Like, philosophy is something that's been developing for, like, ever. Like, just the study of, like, truth and thought and everything, and it's fucking awesome. Philosophy is really cool. I hate that philosophy has sort of become this like dude bro thing, because it's like it's not. It's for everybody, honestly. Everybody on fucking planet Earth can benefit from learning philosophy. The big problem is like just it's the empathy thing. For me, like learning philosophy I think strengthened my sense of justice and empathy for others. Like I held certain beliefs, but like the study of philosophy really helped me reinforce like who I was as a person, and to understand like, oh, why do I hold these beliefs? You know, it's not just because like, oh, I like it when everybody's happy. It's because like, oh, like you have to like look at this from a philosophical perspective and be like, yeah, people deserve like not only basic human rights, but dignity and respect and love, even if they can't beat you in an argument. That's the thing that the fucking wacky internet folks aren't gonna tell you, is that people deserve basic empathy and respect, even if they can't beat you in an argument. It's insane, I know. Now you want to study philosophy? I would recommend some books, but I don't remember any of them. College was a long time ago.
Let me sip me some water.
I will just say, like, if you're in like college or whatever, and you need an elective, you could do much worse than to take Philosophy 101. Like, I know it's like a joke, like, oh, you take one philosophy class, Philosophy 101, and then you think you know everything. And, you know, like, the empowerment that comes from learning intro philosophy does kind of come with a little bit of, like, an ego, like, ooh, wow, I understand so much more about the world now, and how to argue, and blah, blah, blah. But genuinely, it's a good experience for anybody. I remember in the class I took, my professor raised his hand, or at the beginning of like one of our first class, because one of the students had raised concerns. He said, I'm a Christian, and I don't know. I've heard that like philosophy is sort of like built around like disproving that and like trying to like prove wrong the existence of God and everything like that. And what my professor did is he had everybody raise their hands and say, like, hey, like, if you want to, if you're comfortable doing so, if you're a Christian and you want to raise your hand, feel free. And it's like almost the entire class raised their hand. And he said, I have been studying philosophy for my entire life. Not his entire, I don't know. I don't remember what he said about how long he's been studying it. And he said, I can't promise you that your mind won't change, because like the point of philosophy is to get you to think about these things in a like more critical light. But like after all the time I've spent teaching this stuff, I do believe in God. But that'll just be up for you to like discover like through your own personal journey. And then it actually turned out to be like one of the best classes I had ever taken in my life. That teacher was fucking awesome. But yeah, like it's like philosophy, I think was really good for me personally. Who like I was raised in like a very religious household, and I sort of like, it was evangelical Christianity, like I mean, like, you know, like throwing your hands up and doing little funny mouth sounds and being like, I'm being possessed by the Holy Spirit, like crazy shit. Mom, if you're ever watching this, I'm very sorry, but like, sorry, I'm just gonna say sorry. Don't watch this though. Don't watch this, Mom. If you're watching, stop. And I think that like for a long time I went along with it just because like it was the only thing I knew how to do. You know, I didn't know how to like believe in anything else or question or understand anything. And I I basically like had this opportunity to explore like what religion and spirituality means to me, right? Because I would consider myself a very like spiritual person, even though I don't necessarily conform to a specific like religion these days. I don't go to church. I don't like labeling my belief system, and I don't even like necessarily like going out of my way to like tell people what it is. It's kind of like, it's one of those things. It's just, it's between me and what I believe, you know. It's not up to anybody else to determine for me. It's something like that. But this philosophy class really gave me a chance to like study and understand like what I believe and why I believe it, and that kind of thing was invaluable to me. It really was. It was an amazing experience. What does Philosophy have to say about Sonic Riders? Philosophy has to say that Sonic Riders is the best game ever, even if it's needlessly obtuse and doesn't have a proper tutorial that tells you how to do everything you need to know. Even if most of the gameplay mechanics are just like completely hidden and up to the imagination, and I can't imagine that even the most detailed strategy guide would ever like explain properly how to do anything, it's still the best game ever. I'm pretty sure that's what Philosophy says. But yeah, it's kind of like that. Like I think that like it's possible that people who were Christian went into that philosophy class and like by the time they left they were no longer Christian. I think that's entirely possible, because the entire point isn't to like make you stop believing in God. It's supposed to make you think about why you believe in God. Like, do you believe in God because like you have like concrete reasons and feelings and personal philosophies that have led you to feel that way? Or do you believe in God because somebody told you to, you know? Like people growing up told you to, like authority figures told you to, anything like that. And if the answer is that like somebody told you to and you still want to, you know, be a Christian, that's okay. That's more than okay. But it also is a good opportunity to ask yourself why and sort of like learn more about your own feelings, you know? It's literally like it's a no-lose scenario. Right? Like you're not like being indoctrinated into a new school of thought. You're being asked to ignore whatever school of thought you previously had and look at it from a perspective of like, okay, everybody on Earth has their own opinions and beliefs about this thing. So how do we like break it down to its bare elements and just like learn more about what it means, you know? And that's why philosophy is just fun. It's like fun. It's interesting. It's good. Can't say I've ever wanted to like fully like commit my life to philosophy like some philosophy students do. But I took a couple classes. I went to like this logic-based therapy camp, which is like they teach you how to use like logic. Not like haha, facts and logic, but like logic in a philosophy sense, which has a lot to do with like discovering like truth and blah blah blah, and sort of taking that and applying it to people's like personal situations to see if you can help them with like things like trauma or addiction or whatnot. It was really cool. It was really informative. I had never done anything like it, so it was really interesting. And also, we got these deli sandwiches there, and they were fucking great. They were like the best thing I ever tasted in my entire life. But yeah, no, philosophy is just good. I would recommend it for literally anybody. Plus then when people like hit you with shit like oh, like fucking like, oh, fucking trolley problem, like, whoa, what would you do? Because it's not right to pull the lever to save one person, because if you were a doctor and there was a person dying, you wouldn't be able to, like, or there were 5 people dying, you wouldn't be able to take one person's organs and distribute them among 5 people. And it's like, that is true, but also that's a different situation. And also, if you're doing a trolley problem and you see, like, the track is about to hit 5 people and you could change it so it only hits 1 person, not choosing not to interfere because that would, like, be the negative moral thing to do, doesn't really work, because that's still, like, seeing the situation, observing it, and then making a choice. Because you're still choosing who lives and who dies. You're just, like, pretending that you're not, essentially. That's my opinion on the trolley problem, by the way. But yeah, when you argue with people, like, a lot of, like, philosophy argument is, like, it's not about trying to make people look dumb, despite what people online kind of treat it as. It's not an opportunity to make people look stupid. It's an opportunity to make people reveal the biases in their arguments, which sometimes are silly. Sometimes they're very silly. You can get someone to argue for a point that, like, no one would ever stand for or think about ever. But the point isn't to make people look dumb. The point isn't to make people say stupid shit they don't mean. The point is to, like, get you both closer to the truth, essentially. I don't know if I have any, like, relevant examples, but it's like, there's a lot of situations where, like, you start off with a detailed argument for or against something, and then you break it down with ifs and buts, essentially. Just like, hey, but if this is true, then this argument falls apart. And then eventually you land in a place where it's like, okay, this has, like, too many details and specifics. We need to break it down to its base elements and get to the bottom of it. I can't think of a relevant example of, like, an argument like that, but I can think of an example where it's, like, the opposite happened. Which this is something that really, like, I really enjoyed watching because I was, like, studying philosophy at the time. But it was the Bill Nye debate with the I don't remember, it's like, he's, like, the owner or the leader of, like, the Creationist Museum. And Bill Nye was arguing against creationism as a theory, while this other guy was arguing for creationism. And, like, one of the earliest moments in the debate had Bill Nye going, like, he basically said, like, Ken Ham, yeah. He literally was like, okay, so if I were able to show you any sort of evidence or proof, like, against what you are saying, like if you're, because that's where they were at a stalemate, because essentially, like, Bill Nye was, like, throwing out points, and he was throwing out, like, knowledge and facts and logic and everything else, and Ken Ham was just like, nah, wrong, incorrect, God says otherwise, even if, like, the things that Bill Nye was talking about had nothing to do with, like, things that God said or didn't say. And at one point during the debate, Bill Nye was like, if I were to show you any evidence or proof, like, would you be open to changing your mind in any way whatsoever? And he was like, no, there's no way. I would never change my mind no matter what. And then he goes, okay, well, then this isn't a debate. Like, it's not a debate. Like, the idea of a debate is to both, like, argue your points, but eventually, like, bring one another closer to some form of the truth, if possible. But if you go into an argument and you have already decided that you will not be changing any of your personal beliefs or biases, then you've created a situation where you cannot learn and grow. Which I think is something that you see a lot in online spaces, even among people who are like, hey, yeah, philosophy, woohoo, facts and logic, bros. It's more based on, like sycophancy than, like, actual, like, reasoning, you know? It's like, hey, fucking Ben Shapiro believes this, and he says it really nice, so it must be true. But the idea of a debate is not to dunk on somebody. It's quite literally just like to discover more. How do I control the speedrun timer? I have it bound to my keyboard, so every time I hit a split, I just tap a funny button. That was weirdly slow. Ooh, excuse me. The splits are against my personal best, not the world record. Someday, though, someday, if I keep at it. Spoopy Skeleton Man, thank you so much for the follow. This game wasn't on the Wii. This is the PC version of the game also. That's why the image looks nice. I don't know if you can hear, like, the Windows sounds that are happening over here, but, like, I don't know. I have, like, this antivirus that came with my computer, and it gives me so many fucking pop-ups. It might as well just be a virus. Like, I've tried so many times to fucking uninstall it, and I can't fucking do it. It's, like, straight up like a virus. It's just like, hey, you stop paying for us. You stop paying for us. Wait, did you forget? Your computer is at risk, even though you have other fucking malware bytes or whatever. Like, it's a computer virus, just like through and through, just like labeled differently. Yo, what the fuck? Okay, I'll take a fucking brand new personal best on Splash Canyon. It's called ESET. It's called ESET, and it came with my computer. It was built by, what, Zydax? Is that what they're called? Yeah, Zydax. That's okay. It's actually, missing that isn't too much of a setback just because of the amount of rooms that you can get, just like on the ground in this level. It's pretty nice. See it? Look at that. Look at that. No setback at all. None. We're still in business. Baba Booey. Wait, didn't somebody offered to help me get it off of my computer recently? I don't remember who or why or how, but I need to look into that. Because straight up, it is just a virus. It is just a virus at this point. Might as well be. Sophie did. Right. Aw, here's where we start fucking punching robots. Shit. Hit the fuck. Hit the fuck. I didn't hit the fuck. I didn't hit the fuck. All right, look at this. Genius move. Genius play right there. We are now 3 seconds behind. We are now 3 seconds behind. It's good. We're doing it, folks. We're doing it. Green Cave is always a fun map for me because it's like, it's got so much specific shit that can really, like, either get you way ahead or just, like, completely fuck you over. Like, I'm facing the wrong way. And I missed 100 points, so this run's a bust. This run's a bust, essentially. We're gonna try our best. This will not be a PB. Uh-oh. Ooh, just barely made it. We love to see it. That's not good. We're just, you know, we're just having fun. We're just having fun. This is a casual Sonic Riders Let's Play, as you come to expect from me. Green cave zones from Sonic 1? Is there a green cave zone in Sonic? Oh no, that was... Oops! That was intentional. That was part of my new strat that I'm introducing to the Sonic Riders community and my earliest comedians. It's called going. It's called going around and falling around and going in the abyss. And that's where we are now. Okay, we are officially 20 seconds behind, but if we really step up for the sand ruins, I think we can do it. The going balls method, yes. Fuck. Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god! This is illegal. This is illegal. The music does slap, yes. The music in Sand Ruins is like the best ever. You know what? I will update my best times. My sum of best segments is still 1439, so I clearly didn't... get a PB by too much, but it's still cool. It's still cool to see the purple split. The perp split, if you will. Got you into electronic music? That's kind of rad, actually. It's a good place to start. If you showed somebody who didn't know what Sonic Riders was, but they did love electronic music, if you showed them Sand Ruins, I think they would fucking bop to it. That was all part of my plan. That was all part of my plan all along.
Thank you for the follow. Sorry, my brain is like 8 seconds behind everything.
Oh no. Oh no, it really is lagging behind.
It really is lagging behind.
You're obsessed with Zero Gravity's soundtrack? Me too. Me fucking too. As much as I love Sonic Riders soundtrack, I think Gravity has the better one. Just especially with their rendition of what's it called? I don't remember what the theme is, but it's Jet the Hawk's theme. It's the no turning back, you were born a dream. It's a you know that one. You know that one that goes exactly like that. Catch me if you can. Catch me if you can. There's no turning back. Reach but never catch. Oh my god, did y'all see Nope? I'm like obsessed with it. I can't stop thinking about it. It was such a good fucking movie. I don't even know. Just, there's still like shit to uncover mentally. Even like a week. Not a week, but a few days after seeing it. It was so cool. It was so cool. Oh, well, thank you. I hope you have a good time on the stream. I'm currently practicing a speed run, and it's going a little bit worse than usual, but that's okay. I think I quit for a week to get really into The Binding of Isaac, so really focused on getting a good run. Really want Brimstone in this Sonic Riders run, which is throwing me off a little bit, because he usually doesn't get that one. But oh my god, Nope is like such a good fucking movie. It's the new Jordan Peele movie, and it is fucking amazing. It's just so good. It's just so good. Like no, don't mute. I'm not gonna talk spoilers ever. But it's like an alien movie. It's like a alien sci-fi kind of thing. And it was fucking impactful, and I honestly I want to make a fucking video essay for it, because I have so many thoughts about, like, what they do in that freaking goddamn movie. Listen, for the people who've been here for, like, a long time, you know, I'm very quick to promise video essays that will never happen. But I still, oh god, it was so fucking good. It was so good. It was like unbelievable, like how much, like, you see it and you're like, oh, that was cool, but then you like think about the fucking implications of everything and you're like, no way, that's why they did this thing, and that's why they did this thing. Oh my god. Such a good fucking movie. I actually might just like do like, it might not be a video essay, not like in the traditional sense, but I might just like put up some fucking gameplay and talk about my feelings on it, because I have so much I want to say about Nope, because it was such a good movie. Yeah, obviously no spoilers in chat, but like fuck. I'm just thinking about the opening of the movie, and then the middle of the movie, and then the end of the movie. So good. So fucking good. Minus 0.5 seconds. That's pretty good. 38's across the board. Actually, 38 is an exceptional lap 1 for me. The other 2 laps definitely could have been faster, but 38 is a fucking great. Oh my god, no, I did it again! You didn't know I streamed until a few days ago? I stream, just so you know. Great to see you. That was weird. This is gonna be a weird Splash Canyon. I don't think we're gonna PB here. I just keep thinking about like the thematic implications of some of those scenes. They're so cool. Ugh, I want to spoil the whole movie, but I'm not gonna. You all have to go see it. And then once you do, we can all talk about it. Do you see Love and Thunder? No, I didn't. Is it weird that I'm not like super excited about it? Also, that was fucking, that was crusty. That was crusty. You have a personal ranking? He did Get Out, right? I'm not a big movie watcher. Like, I've watched all the Marvel movies, but that was mostly, like... I watched the ones that looked interesting to me, and then I saw the rest because me and Penny did, like, a whole watch-through. Kansakaki, thank you so much for the follow. It's okay. That's what I've heard about it. And I'm interested because, like, Ragnarok is, like, the movie that made me think, oh, shit, Marvel movies have a place in this world. Because it was so, like, fun and colorful and enjoyable. Because that was a thing for a while there. Marvel movies, despite being comic book movies, had, like, some of the worst and ugliest, like, color palettes. Like, just muddy and gray. Didn't really fit their own aesthetic. Even like with Guardians of the Galaxy, go back and watch Guardians of the Galaxy 1 compared to what Marvel movies look like now. It looks so washed out. It's crazy. Wait, did I just fucking... This speedrun is over. The speedrun ended. Go home. Go home, Sonic. Get Out. Get Out. Oh yeah, we were talking about Jordan Peele movies. Get Out. I've only seen Get Out and I've seen Nope. And I would say that I like Nope more than I like Get Out. But Get Out also was phenomenal. And it feels weird to compare the two because even though they're both quote-unquote horror movies, one is more significantly like a thriller / horror film than the other. And I don't know, I can't imagine comparing them, if I'm being honest. They're both just, like, A+ movies, in my opinion. But Nope is, like, oh my god. Oh my god. Like, I'm gonna be thinking about Nope for weeks. And here's the thing, too, is that, like, I started to really get into, like, alien invasion fiction lately. Like, it's kind of just been, like, not a hyperfixation, but just like something that I like. I started consuming War of the Worlds media, and I have a surprising amount of opinions on War of the Worlds. Hollows Graphic, thank you so much for the tier 1. So now I'm gonna talk about that for the next like half hour, if that's cool with everybody. I'm just gonna talk about War of the Worlds. War of the Worlds, I actually just thought about this the other day and put it into words for the first time, but I think it's kind of true. I think every single time they do another thing regarding War of the Worlds, they make it worse. Just like every single time they do anything regarding it, it just becomes worse. Because the original book is great. The original book was written with the intent of like, hey, like, what if the British Empire could be colonized like they colonized the rest of the world? What if they could be taken down the way they took down everybody else? Like, what if there was a force strong enough to do to them what they did to literally the entire Earth, right? And that's a cool fucking premise for a story. That's a cool fucking premise for a story. It's very bold, too. Very bold. Very interesting. But then you have the radio drama, which I listened to recently, and oh my god. Is it bad to say I fucking hated it? It was, like, embarrassing. It was, like, really weird, because it was, like, it had all this shit about how, like the main reason, so the aliens, they're, like, hyper intelligent, right? But they're not as intelligent as, like, we'll just say Americans, right? But that's how they knew, is they waited. They waited, they bided their time, and they watched America to find all of the weaknesses, and so that's where they could strike first. Because if you attack America first, since America is the best and strongest nation and the one with all the smartest people and all the biggest brains and like all the best everything, then the rest of the world will have no defenses. So the War of the Worlds aliens were intelligent enough to see that Americans were the smartest and best, and that is why they attacked America first, is because if America falls, the rest of the world isn't gonna do anything. They're not gonna be able to stop all these aliens because they're not smart and the best like America is. And that's such a weird departure from what the original book was about, just like thematically, right? Like, that's insane. That's insane. That's so fucking weird. It's like, it's so patriotic. It's so fully like, oh my god, America is the best place in the universe, while aliens are annihilating all of America. It is unbelievable to me. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't even know. They also had this weird like moment where it's like, there's like people who are like hiding out from the aliens, and I'm trying to remember how the conversation went, and it was like this person that was hiding out from the aliens was like I am going to rebuild civilization and control everyone and blah blah blah, or either that or like I'm gonna control the death machines or whatever, or I'm gonna do this or I'm gonna do that. Basically he wanted to take power. Either that or like get in the aliens' good graces so that he could have power over the humans. And the main character has this speech about like, in my America, not so. This kind of behavior would never fly in America, the least imperialist place on Earth. Meanwhile, Americans were so dumb they thought it was news. That's actually not true. That was made up. I know. Truth bomb. That didn't actually happen. The whole myth that people were like running out of their homes and screaming because they thought the world was getting taken over by aliens, that just didn't happen. In fact, War of the Worlds first aired alongside, there was another like extremely popular radio show airing at the exact same time. So like, kind of flopped. Not that many people listened to it, reportedly. Reportedly, not that many people even listened to the original run. It gained, like, mainstream popularity later, but, like, there was not even enough people listening to War of the Worlds to warrant, like, any sort of wide-scale, like, freak out. It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny because it's like, how did that myth get started? Like somebody was just like, oh, this is a radio drama, and it kind of sounds like it could be like a real thing, but also like the radio drama starts and they're like, hey, just so you know, this isn't real. This is an audio show, which like it's not the first audio show to exist. So like, I don't see how people would mistake it for being real when it is not even close. Like people were used to, this is how they used to consume entertainment, like for fun, is they used to listen to the radio. And the entire production only sounds like a radio station for about the first like 10 minutes of it, and then the rest is like the narration of this dude who was like walking around in this completely ruined world. Probably started as a joke. Yeah, I guess so. It probably could have. I don't know either way, but like, shit's crazy. It's cause like, that's what I believe too. That's what everybody said. Teachers told me that people were running out of their homes and fucking screaming, and they're like, the world is ending, oh no, we're being attacked by big alien tripods or whatever. And it's like, no, actually nobody believed that, and also, like, radio dramas were not a new thing, like, that just got sprang on the world when War of the Worlds like took place. But also the funniest part is that most people didn't listen to it at all. Like that's the biggest misconception I think out of everything is that like is like the complete opposite of everybody running out of their homes screaming is that like most people just didn't know it happened. Like most people just weren't really interested in it, so they didn't listen in. They had better things to listen to. Like how fucking funny is that? Road to world record? Someday. Someday. I'm gonna work towards it. We'll see. I definitely want to. I would love a world record. That'd be pretty sick. That'd be pretty nifty. I ain't there yet, but, you know, it'll happen. Maybe. Fuck. 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 That was the worst. Wait, no, I'm restarting. That wasn't it. The coolest story with radio was when Superman went against a certain racist organization. I didn't know that was a thing. Wait, so it's like an audio drama on the radio? And it's about Superman, I assume, taking down the Ku Klux Klan? If that's a real thing, I want to listen to it. That's fucking... Ooh! That sounds like a really good premise for a radio show. 10 out of 10, I would listen to it. How does that fit into the Justice League cinematic universe canon? Can we just say it's canon? It's better than whatever the fuck Man of Steel was doing. Where it's like, hey, you know Superman? What if he was an allegory for actual Jesus Christ? What if that? What if that? It's totally unexplored territory. It's totally unexplored territory to take a fucking modern thing and then kind of weirdly make it some kind of a little bit fraction a bit about Jesus. Kind of weird. I'm gonna say something fucked up, but like, isn't the point of like Jesus's involvement in the Bible quite literally that he was a person? Like he is just a person. Like yeah, he's the son of God and everything, and like he does all the, well, God performs miracles through him and whatnot. But like, isn't the whole point that he's like a guy, like a man, like a human being? He didn't run in there with superpowers. He was just like a dude with empathy and love in his heart. I don't know though. I don't know. I'm not a theologist or whatever it's called. I'm just a streamer. And I've been talking about a lot of stuff that's kind of out of my depth for the past, like, 9 hours. But that's fine. Jesus did have powers. He had superpowers. And we're in. Wait. Wait. Does that say what I think it says? He cured people with the plague and hung out the hose? Okay. I'm gonna assume you mean, yeah, okay, hung out with the hose. Okay, All right, what I meant, what I said is that Jesus doesn't have like superpowers. Is that it was like God acting through his son. Like Jesus wasn't healing those people, like God was. But also, I really love the implication that a superpower is hanging out with the hose. I can't fucking believe this. I'm losing my mind right now. Holy shit. What do you mean that is superpower? Oh, my bad, my bad. I didn't consider the considerations. Someday I hope to have a comment funny enough to ruin a run.
You'll all get there someday, don't you worry.
I'll sip you some water. Yeah, they're the same thing, but they're not the same thing. I think you hit the nail on the head. There's probably an X-Men character whose power is to hang out with the hose. Somebody who knows more about X-Men than I do. Answer that. Answer that question. Is it Gambit? He kind of seems sleazy just by looking at him. I don't actually know. My controller disconnected.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen. It's probably Gambit. I'm just saying he looks sleazy. He looks like he hangs out with the hose. I forget, wasn't there like, there was like a Wolverine movie where he was hanging out with the hose. Wasn't there? Was that a, what's it called? Days of Future Past? Where he goes back in time and he wakes up and he's hanging out with the hose. You know what I'm talking about? Days of Future Past. He goes back in time and he wakes up and he is hanging out with the hose. Gambit was in X-Men Origins? Really? I don't remember that. I saw that movie, and I remember, like, I didn't have a very critical mind for movies, and so I walked out of it like, that was a movie, and it wasn't that bad. I enjoyed what I saw. I watched an hour and a half of superhero action. I used to not have a very discerning mind when it came to media I consumed. But also, everyone I was with commented on how, like, Nope was like a slow burn, and I didn't notice. I was so engrossed in it that I didn't notice that it was a slow burn. I was just like, what's going on? What the fuck is happening? What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is happening? Fuck. Oh yeah, Deadpool. Yeah, I didn't even see. Here's the thing. I didn't even know that was Deadpool. I can't... Did he ever wear the Deadpool, like, costume in the movie? Because I feel like I'm still trying to picture, like, what he looked like and how he acted in the movie, and I fucking cannot. No, he didn't. He didn't. He didn't. I fucking knew it. What does he look like? What does he look like before they sew his mouth shut? Deadpool in Wolverine. Why did they fucking do that? Oh, he's just a dude. Wait, look at this. He's just a dude. Window capture, please. Like he's just a guy. He's just a man. And that's him. That's Deadpool? I know, it's just Ryan Reynolds with two swords. And then you get naked robot Ryan Reynolds. That's gross. Ew, look at him. That's yucky. It's just so stupid. I hate looking like what about this evokes Deadpool? Was there ever a part in Deadpool comics where he looked anything like this with the weird symbols on him and stuff? Janurk, thank you so much for the follow. It's not Ryan, it's a double. This is a double. This actually wasn't Ryan Reynolds. It's kind of funny. He left midway through the weird... Is that why? Is that why they sewed his mouth shut? Is because... They sew his mouth shut because they couldn't have Ryan Reynolds for the rest of it? Oh my god, that's why? He looked like that for a page a couple years ago as a joke. Yeah, like to make fun of this, though, I assume. The eyes kind of match his mask, kind of. I mean, not entirely. Although this is the movie version. Why is he next to Logan? Deadpool 3 was originally a Wolverine and Deadpool road trip. Oh my fucking god. Wait, I want to see that. Wait, I want to see that movie. Wait, what do you mean originally? Is it not that? Wait, give me that. I want that one. I want that one. Give me that one. You know, I actually kind of like the Deadpool movie. One of the things I really like about it is that they took a character that showed up like twice and just like made her into like the best character in the entire goddamn thing. I am, of course, talking about Negasonic Teenage Warhead, which is the funniest name and best name in all of fucking Marvel Comics history. And the fact that they were just like, yoink, let's give her a personality. That was so funny. That was literally so funny. They picked her just for her name, and I'm glad they did. And she's like a goth kid or whatever. Like, she's a goth gay. She's a goth gay. That's like the best representation we're ever gonna get in a Marvel property. I still haven't seen Deadpool 2, but I'm considering watching it. I own it, but I haven't seen it. I have seen the first one, I think, twice. Can I just say that, like, the speech that Colossus does at the end of the movie is fucking impeccable. Like, it's such a good fucking speech. It's such a good fucking speech, and they, like, use it as a joke. But it's like, it's so cool. For those of you who don't remember or maybe haven't seen it, Deadpool's about to kill the bad guy. He's about to murder him dead. And then Colossus is like, don't kill that guy. Don't kill that guy. We could just take him into custody. And he's like, nah, I think I'm gonna murder him. And then Colossus is like, just one or two choices. And Deadpool's like, what the fuck do you even mean when you say that? Those words that come out of your mouth. And he says, a lot of people think that to be a hero, you have to wake up a hero, eat breakfast a hero, like, change your clothes as a hero. but it's really just one or two choices that really like define who you are as a hero who helps people and is a good person. And then Deadpool shoots the guy in the head while he's talking, and he's like, I thought you were ramping up to killing him, so I just went ahead and did it. I was getting really bored of your speech, blah, blah, blah. But it's a good fucking speech. Oh, it does come back in Deadpool 2? Okay, I need to see that shit. Because that was a good fucking speech. I almost wish that they just, like, left it in. Like, even if Deadpool did end up, like, killing the guy, I wish it wasn't interrupted. Like, haha, look how quirky and random our hero is.
Ba, 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 ba.
You know, overall, I think that was a good movie. I'm not a big fan of Deadpool. It's a little, like, haha random for me. I say that as someone who is haha random, but it's just, like, for me, it feels a little bit more forced. Like if Gurr wasn't endearing. Just not, like, a huge fan of it. But I love Gwenpool. Can we talk about how Gwenpool, fucking sucks? And is my favorite X-Men hero? Or whatever you want to call him. My favorite X-Man, X-Woman. Gwenpool is a great character. For those of you who have never read Gwenpool, I'm going to show you the art style and then blow your mind, okay? This is a canonical Marvel comic character. And this is like, it's not her debut comic. Like, she showed up in other places, but it's her debut, like, solo comic, like, where she actually got her own, like, comic and storyline. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Pop. That's what the comics look like. This is Gwenpool. This is her. This is she. She's literally the best. And I guess, like, her run was going too well. And it was too interesting and good compared to most Marvel comics. So the executives of Marvel got really, really involved and fucking annihilated everything that was good about it. I want to gush about Gwenpool for a minute and the storyline of it a little bit, because there's not much to it. It's like there's like what, like 30 issues or less. It did not last very long, but it starts out like the way it starts is just like Gwen is just like a normal person who's like a huge Marvel fan, and she's like kind of like a burnout. She doesn't like have anything going for her. She works like a minimum wage job and stuff, but she just loves Marvel, and she spends all of her money on like comic books and figurines and merchandise and whatnot because she just loves Marvel. She's just a nerd, you know? And so basically some crazy shit happens and she gets transported into the Marvel universe, the Marvel comic books universe. And now she lives here, and she has no superpowers, but she knows that, like, oh, okay, well, I wanna fucking be a superhero because I love Marvel so much, and I wanna hang out with all these fucking Marvel characters. Wahoo wahoo. And so she tries to get into like hero work. But as mentioned, she has no superpower. She's just like a rando. She's just a person with guns and a sword. And she's just trying to, you know, make her way in the world today. And do like bounty hunter work to start out. And the first few issues are basically just her like having run-ins with like actual superheroes and like geeking the fuck out and like fangirling over it. And I swear to God, it's like super cute. It's super endearing. She's like such a good character. But the main thing that makes her like a capable hero is that she knows everybody's like secrets. She knows everybody's like secret backstories and everything like that because she's read every single fucking like rendition of every Marvel comic ever. So she knows everything that she needs to know to not only survive in this world, but she's got dirt on everybody. And that ends up like saving her ass a few times and like getting her into some crazy hijinks and all that good stuff. And it's a perfect way to do this character, in my opinion. Like, she's fantastic. She's just so likable and she's fun and she doesn't need like anything flashy because she's just a random person who really likes Marvel that's now in the Marvel universe, just like trying to figure shit out and not die. But then things start to get a little weird. You have these really nice introductory comics where we sort of like get to know her. We watch her fuck up in front of her heroes a lot, which I think is a nice direction because it's like she has something that she can like work towards now and live up to. Like she wants to stop disappointing. Like she has a run-in with Miles Morales and it just fucking does not go well at all. Like they go on one superhero mission together and it ends very, very poorly with like them not talking to each other. And it's you know, it's sad. It's like, oh man, she really looked up to Miles and now shit's fucked up, right? But then like things get fucking weird and it still has the cute art style, which I appreciate. But they give her, like, all of these fucking, like, overpowered, insane, like, reality warping, reality breaking superpowers. Like, she is, like, one of the most powerful fucking characters in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Yeah, like, stupid fucking fourth wall powers that just, like, I swear to God, they make everything about Gwenpool so much worse. Because she didn't need superpowers. The best part of Gwenpool is she was just some random fuckface just in the Marvel universe. And then it's like, they like retcon a bunch of stuff for how she got there. Like, oh, maybe it's actually because she can do all this crazy reality warping shit, blah, blah, blah. But they already had like a decent explanation in like the first fucking comic of this run where like Doctor Strange is like, oh, in your world, our lives leak into yours, which is why people tell our stories in the form of comic books and movies and whatnot. They didn't need to do anything else to explain it. They didn't need to go any extra miles to be like, oh, this is the reason that like Marvel still is real in this universe and not a comic book. But they decided that no, they had to make it so that like, so there's no doubt in anyone's mind that Marvel comics are real in the universe of Marvel. Actually, she might be like a reality warping fucking, I don't even know, just like super genius, I guess, or like somebody with like the most insane, crazy power set you could possibly imagine. And it just ruins all the flow that it had. It was just like, yeah, she's like completely omnipotent, and then she's still, that's the thing though, is that like she saves it by still being a really likable character and still like being kind of like a little bit of a fuck up, you know? Just like a normal amount of a fuck up for a person to be, and it's great. She's still, like, even with her power, she's still herself, and that's fantastic. Until the series ends. It has a weird ending. It's very rushed because, like, Marvel was like, okay, wait. Everybody likes this, but we don't, so we need to cancel this immediately. We can't let any more of these comics happen because, like, people are enjoying it too much, and we don't really like that, and we're kind of scared of that. So Gwenpool had to end somewhat abruptly, so they kind of have the, like, If you've ever seen the ending of OKKO, which I'm not going to spoil, it's like the same thing, same principle. And like from then on, she moves on to West Coast Avengers, which gets like 10 issues and then gets canceled. And also, Gwenpool is not written nearly as like endearingly as she was in Gwenpool Strikes Back, or not Gwenpool Strikes Back, Unbelievable Gwenpool, I think it's called. So her future is now uncertain in the future of Marvel Comics, because like she was in this series that just failed. So like, what are we gonna do with her now? I don't know. So they decided to make a series, a mini-series, a 6-issue mini-series called Gwenpool Strikes Back. And it is offensive as for how fucking awful it is. It's so bad. I actively despise everything about it. It's just a complete betrayal of everything that was good about, like, anything. Gwenpool Strikes Back is literally a fourth wall breaking series about Gwenpool. It's about her trying to find a way to stay in the Marvel canon. Like, that's the mission statement. She's like, listen, I know that it's gonna be bad for everyone except for me, and everyone's gonna hate me, but I need to find a way to solidify myself in the Marvel canon, which is actually something that they address in Unbelievable Gwenpool, where it's like she doesn't want to like do horrible things just to extend her comic book run, because she breaks the fourth wall a lot, you know. She doesn't want to do those terrible things, but then they make a 6-episode miniseries, or a 6-comic book miniseries, where she does exactly that, like, over and over and over again. And it's just her being shitty to everyone. It's 6 issues of her being the worst. And then at the end of it, she ends up joining the X-Men. And that is how they are keeping her in the story of Marvel and allowing her to still exist, is by shoving her into the X-Men and then just being like, okay, that works. And to my knowledge, I think that's the last we've seen of her so far. But like, it's bad. It's bad. It's really rough. I bumped into a wall, so I can't really risk anything right here. You know, I'll just say this is a practice run. We are about 40 seconds behind now. It's just for fun. We're just having fun over here. She's no longer with the X-Men since they're doing the whole Krakoa thing these days. I don't know what the Krakoa thing is, but she goes to that, like, secret island where the X-Men are all hiding. I don't really know the canon because I don't read X-Men, but, like, that's what happened. Anyways, yeah, it's just kind of sucks, because, like, Gwenpool was, like, such a good fucking character. And she gets completely, like, shafted just by, like, you could tell there was, like, so much executive interference involved, because no writer in their right mind would make those fucking decisions. I don't know, it just kind of sucks. It just kind of sucks. That was a double S? I just went fucking nuts. That was the craziest trick I've ever done in my life, and it was a double S. Explain. Explain yourself, Sonic Riders. Woo! Free shortcut. There was some kind of tweet I saw about how, like, every queer person has, like, one X-Men character that they will vehemently defend. And for me, that has to be Gwenpool, because apparently she's, like, there. She's, like, in their vicinity. I don't think she counts, but, like, she does join them at the end of Gwenpool Strikes Back, so if they're gonna do anything with her, it's gonna be in there. In that series. I don't care enough about X-Men for that to be true. I was in the same boat forever until Gwenpool. All right, do you think maybe we could still do this, chat? Maybe we could still get this world record. We're only a few seconds behind, and by a few I mean 40. Oh my god. Filed under things I, like, literally didn't even know could happen. That's always a nice feeling when you, like, discover new mistakes that can happen.
Baba Booey!
This is the run! You're right, this is the run, it's happening. DK64 Angry Aztec looks different. It's the same. It's exactly the same. I don't know what you mean. There's even the funny llama that spits and turns the lava into water somehow with magic spit. God, that was so immersion breaking. Any other DK64 fans in chat that just could not believe when the llama spit in the lava and turned it into water? Literally, I could not handle that. That was just like, who do you think the fans are? Like we all care about this property and we don't want to see it, like, absurdist, like, nonsense. This might still be a decent Babylon Garden, at least. That was 51.85. Actually, that's kind of sick. That's a good time for that lap. You threw off my groove! I'm sorry, but you've thrown off Sonic the Hedgehog's groove. I'm sorry! Oh, okay. That's fine. You know what? I'll take it. Yeah, Sonic is stuck with the Wii U here, but that's okay. I think I'm just about ready to call it. This baby was not the most productive run, but I had fun, and that's what matters. I'm gonna check for fan art, because I want to know. I want to know. Do you draw, chat? Do you draw?
Ba ba ba. Ba ba ba. Ba ba ba. Ba ba ba. Yeah.
All right, there's no new fan art. So we're obviously just gonna raid with a hit hashtag that everybody knows and loves. Hashtag dollop in Fortnite. No one has ever drawn, least of all me. I definitely don't do that for income, ever. That's our raid phrase. Everybody have a good night. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I'm going to send you
elsewhere. Goodbye.